Did you know that Kris Jenner, the matriarch of the Kardashian-Jenner clan, has a dozen grandchildren? Yes, you heard that right. 12 adorable little ones who've been stealing the limelight from their famous relatives. Let's kick things off with the oldest of the brood, Kourtney Kardashian's children. There's Mason, the first grandchild, who's now 13. Then there's his younger sister, Penelope, who's 10, and the youngest of Kourtney's children, Reign, who's 8. Moving on to Kim Kardashian's tribe, we have North, who's 9 and never shy of a fashion statement. Then comes Saint, who's 7 and full of energy. Chicago follows next. She's 5 and already a mini fashionista. The youngest of Kim's children is Sam, who's 3 and the epitome of cuteness. Next up, we have Rob Kardashian's daughter, Dream, who's 6 and undoubtedly living up to her name with her adorable antics. Then there's Khloe Kardashian's children. True, her 4-year-old daughter is already a little star in her own right. Khloe also welcomed a baby boy in August 2022, and we're all eagerly awaiting the announcement of his name. Last, but certainly not least, there's Kylie Jenner's children. Stormi, who's 5, has been charming us all with her adorable videos, and her 1-year-old brother Ari is quickly following in her footsteps. So there you have it, a dozen grandchildren for Kris Jenner. From 13-year-old Mason to 1-year-old Ari, each one has a unique personality and is already making their mark. They certainly keep their super grandma Kris busy, but we're sure she wouldn't have it any other way. After all, what's life without a little chaos and a lot of love? That's a lot of birthdays to remember even for a super grandma like Kris Jenner. Moving on from the Kardashians, have you ever thought about the strange quirks of animal life? For instance, picture a crocodile. Now, imagine it trying to stick out its tongue. Can't, right? That's because crocodiles physically cannot stick their tongues out. A membrane holds their tongue firmly in place on the roof of their mouth, rendering it immobile. Now, let's consider pigs. Ever wonder why you've never seen a pig gazing at the stars? Well, that's because pigs are physically incapable of looking up into the sky. The anatomy of their neck and spine limits their movement, restricting them from tilting their heads upwards. So the next time you're lying on the grass looking up at the sky, remember that there's a pig somewhere that will never share that experience with you. The animal kingdom certainly is full of surprises, isn't it? Speaking of surprises, have you heard about these odd celebrity facts? Let's dive right in. It's no secret that Kim Kardashian has a knack for making headlines, but did you know that she's fluent in sign language? It's true! During her school years, Kim used this skill to her advantage, employing sign language to cheat on tests with her friends. Talk about thinking outside the box. Now, moving on to another pop culture icon, Harry Styles. The One Direction star is known for his unique style and charming personality, but here's a fact that might surprise you. Harry Styles has 4 nipples. Yes, you heard it right, 4. This is due to a condition known as polythelia, which results in the presence of an additional nipple or nipples. So, the next time you're listening to Watermelon Sugar, remember, Harry is a little more unique than you thought. Who knew celebrities could be as quirky as the rest of us? Before we wrap up, let's dive into some truly mind-boggling facts. Brace yourself, because this first one might make you squirm. Over a lifetime, while you're sleeping, you could unknowingly ingest around 70 assorted insects and possibly 10 spiders. Yes, you heard it right. Moving on, did you know that your tongue print is as unique as your fingerprint? Each person has distinctive features on their tongue that set them apart. Now imagine falling to the center of the earth. Hypothetically, it would take you just 19 minutes. Don't worry, this is just a theoretical calculation. No one's actually tried it. You might be surprised to hear that the Night's Watch cloaks from Game of Thrones were actually made from IKEA rugs. Talk about a budget-friendly wardrobe. Finally, ever wondered why the high school set in iCarly looked familiar? It was also used in Saved by the Bell and That's So Raven. The world is full of strange and wonderful facts, isn't it? Thanks for joining us on this journey of discovery.